Hi, my name is Marcia Denton, and I'm the owner of Meemaw Wisdom Coaching. And this month we're talking about things that we want to consider before we just accept them into our lives. Things that hopefully will cause us to pause and reflect and think before we just accept them. And today we're going to talk about accepting debt. But we're going to talk about it a little bit differently than how you may typically think about accepting debt. Debt can be in two ways. It can be emotional debt or it can be fiscal financial debt, right? Most of us are familiar with having debt in our finances. You buy a house, you're going to have debt. You buy a new car, you're probably going to have some debt. But there's also emotional debt. And sometimes there are people among us who are seeking, we like to be in debt to others, emotionally or financially, or we like for others to be in debt to us. And I want to help you think about this for just a minute. I'm going to suggest that either one of those, the like to be in debt or the like for others to be in debt to us, financially or emotionally, is probably an unhealthy end of a spectrum, either end of that. I love doing for people that I love. I love being able to pick up the check when we go out to eat. I love that. I love being able to take care of the people that I love and value in my life. Sometimes I can pick up the check and sometimes I can't. I just can't do it. There are times when I want to go buy a new car, but I can't do it. Like right now, I can't. That's just not an option for me right now. Financially, I don't have the resources to go buy a new car. Sure, I can go accrue the debt, but I don't have a plan for working with the debt. It's okay to accrue debt, but you definitely want to have a plan for how you're going to address it, whether it's financial or emotional. How are you going to address it? If you live in that debt mindset or that, ooh, they owe me mindset, whether it's money or emotions, again, you're on a pretty dangerous little teeter-totter there. You remember teeter-totters when you were kids? Both ends of that are pretty dangerous places to be. When I give money or emotional support to people, I want to make sure that I do that freely. Not because I like being in debt to them or because I like them being in debt for me, but because I want to do for them. I'm choosing to do for them. And if they pay it back, great. And if they don't, then they don't. Because that's life sometimes. Now I'll learn from that, right? And I may not give you $50 if you still owe me twice from two previous $20 that I've given you, right? I may not have $50 to give you this time. But it's okay to accrue debt. It's okay to buy things on credit. What you really want to think about is your budget, whether it's your financial budget or your emotional budget. There are times with people in my life that before I get into a full-blown catch up with them or event with them, I want to stop and think about, okay, this is going to be emotionally taxing. And do I have what I need to walk to end this and be proud of how I handled it today? Let's take a stock of my emotional current state. Am I going to be okay to do this? Because I'm going to leave feeling depleted, and I need to make sure I have something to deplete from, right? If my emotional budget is already empty, I don't have any more to give you today. So I'm going to behave in a way that I might not be proud of. So I want to make sure that maybe we reschedule for today. And that's okay. But you do have emotional budget. You do have a financial budget. And I know most financial institutions, people who help people with their credit will talk about having a budget and living within your budget. You and I both know what happens when we don't live within our emotional budget or our financial budget. We get ourselves into trouble. So thinking about those budgets, having those budgets in place, using those budgets, they're there to use. So it's okay to accrue debt and it's okay to pay off debt, have no debt. Both of those are okay. But you want to make sure you know what your resources are and that you're going to use them appropriately and effectively for where you want to be in your life. Want to talk about it? There's a link in the post. so that you can get in touch with us. Email Wisdom Coaching is here to help. Have a great day.